Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, this is Games Plus Some, and welcome to my comprehensive guide of how to defeat the Eye of Cthulhu in expert mode on Terraria. So first, we're going to start off with building ourselves a little boss arena. My strategy for this, as well as many others, is you get yourself a nice, flat, even, unobstructed pathway so you can run quickly between left and right. I suppose it's a 2D game, you can't really run in any other direction. So, you'll see me cutting down some trees and beginning to even out the earth. This is the part where I said you need to make it flat. I cannot stress this enough. Make it very flat. And there we go, we got ourselves a nice little flat surface. Up next, we're going to want to build a second layer made of wooden platforms. You're going to want something that you can latch onto with a grappling hook and then jump above onto. Do not just use regular old blocks. Has to be wooden platforms. Can be of any wood type you like, just make sure they're there. Third part, lighting. You're gonna want to see. It's very important to be able to see everything that's going on the whole time. So right there, you'll see me destroy the outer wall. I found out there's an issue with that. You don't want other monsters coming into your arena while you're fighting the Eye of Cthulhu. So here you'll see me rebuild the wall that I tore down. And there we go. See, we're protected from the zombies outside. Up next, you're going to want to go to your Crimson biome on your world. There can be multiple, just make sure you find one. Collect a whole bunch of lenses. I think you need about 6. And just make as many of those summoning eyes as you can. Now for the real good stuff, the actual boss fight. So ahead of time, I put together some potions, as well as I put together a gear system. The potions list will appear right now. The gear I used was a full platinum set, a platinum bow, fire arrows, and a grappling hook. You might also want to get some Hermes boots. All of this stuff is pretty easy to find, and if you're doing expert mode, I assume you probably already have the best armor set you can get, so this stuff is stuff you should probably already have. Another key pointer is that when you're building your boss arena, you're going to want to add a fireplace. You'll see I have one right in the middle. What this does for you is it gives you a little bit of extra life regen. While fighting the Eye of Cthulhu in first phase, be careful to not get overrun by his mobs, by his spawns. Let me say that a little bit more clearly. He can spawn a whole ton, and thankfully due to my high defense level and my Iron Skin potion, as well as my health regen, they did not overtake me. But you'll see near the end of the first phase that he has probably about 20 or 30 spawned. My suggestion for you is to... Really what I did and what I found very easy is to have these potions ready and just eat the damage until he moves into his second phase. I'll let you know what to do about that once you reach second phase. As you can see, the motion there of just juking around, going that circular motion and continuously just get around him. So now we're in second phase. This is when I take care of all the spawns. I whip out my sword and I just mow through them. In the second phase, he no longer spawns adds, so you can just fight him alone. But something I wasn't expecting was this new mechanic that is not the same in classic mode. You'll see it coming up shortly. And there it is. He does this dart move, and it gets a little bit worse every time you do more damage to him. Be very careful to try to avoid that. That's what that upper platform is so good for. It can really get you out of the way. As well as I have a cloud in a bottle that really helps float over top of him, just like you saw there. If that's another thing you might need, you can get them from any overworld chest or from the ice biome. Now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. He's getting continuously harder and harder and much harder to hit because he does not have any time where he's not doing that crazy super duper speed move. And it just continuously gets worse and worse to a point where he's always doing it. I tried a couple strategies for this part. So I tried attacking him directly, which worked a bit, but I ended up using up a lot of arrows. That was no big deal. Of course, you guys know, arrows are no big deal. You can make so many. Another thing I tried was shooting straight up into the air and hopefully having the arrows fall back down upon him from the sky. You can see me trying it there. I do it later where I shoot like 6 at a time, and it ends up working really nicely for me. You'll see shortly. And there we go. As easy as that, guys. And look at my health. I almost took no damage. You can see me here just celebrating the holy heck out of that victory. This is my first win over the Eye of Cthulhu in expert mode. I'm so excited. You have no idea. In the moment, I was like yelling. I'm so happy you didn't have to hear that. So we're just going to check out the loot. We got the super duper boss bag with a super cool shield. As well as, of course, you get your ore, you get your health potions, and yada yada yada. But that's the real stuff right there. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. This has been Games Plus Some. Have a good one.